Maiden reacts to weird ass videos of the year, starting now.
The snorting of your father's ashes, which it is true. You did, in fact, do it.
I ingested my ancestor, yes.
I love imitating him at the, like this. I ingested my ancestors, yes. I mean, y'all, isn't it amazing that this guy, right away, our Rolling Stones are Rolling Stones at this point. If this doesn't scream rock and roll, I don't know what is. And the best part, he was the inspiration for Jack Sparrow. I mean, you can't get more heavy metal than that, dude. Carry on, Keith. Carry on. Tell us your wonderful story of ingesting your ancestors, yes.
Mainly because I'd had his box of ashes around for about 5-6 years. And it was sitting on the shelf, in his little black box with a number on it.
How is it that English people are still alive after all this time? You have Keith Richards, Ozzy Osbourne, all those amount of drugs that they've done. What is the secret to their power? I don't know if it's the fountain of youth, but the English people have a way of living, prolonging their life. I don't know how you fucking English people do it. I really don't. But if it is indeed ingesting your ancestors, consideration. I'm not talking cannibalism, but consideration, maybe.
And somehow I couldn't part with him. I couldn't toss him to the winds or do some ceremony. And he would have cringed at that. My father was like that. All he had said to me is that he didn't want to take up any ground on the face of this earth for his bones to moulder.
Brutal.
He wanted the earth to be used. Better to grow a bunch of potatoes than take up that amount of.
He's a practical man.
Yeah. He thought cemeteries were stupid. Especially when they get bigger and bigger and bigger. My father's attitude was this. Well, we carry on like this, everywhere will be a graveyard.
Right.
So he wanted to be cremated.
Brutal.
I did.
I'd do that.
And then I decided, after about 5 years, all I was going to do is plant a good old English oak tree in the garden. And that I'd put him in there and make it grow firm and strong. But as I took the lid off the box,
oh no,
fine bits of my dad flew onto the table.
Fine bits of my dad flew onto the table. Fine bits of my dad flew onto the table. Continue, Keith.
Yeah, like powder,
Powder.
And I could not resist. I just scooped him up there, took out a straw, and see you, Dad. And I did a little line over.
Fine bits of my dad flew onto the table. It was just powder. And honestly, I could not resist. I just scooped him up there, took out a straw, and see you, Dad. I did a little line on him. That has got to be my favorite part. The way that he describes... he outstones the Rolling Stones. That's it. He is the Rolling Stones incarnate. That's psychedelics, man. That's heavy metal.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, I did that.
And the rest of it is around this oak tree, which is growing incredibly
So
well.
he's partially snorts them, and the other one is just giving nutrients to this English oak tree. I mean, practicality for, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Kind of like crap, manure. Very useful. Even though it stinks, we are useful to some degree. Even when we're dead.
But yes, I did. And then I got whole loads of stuff back. So I got, oh, how could you? And blah, blah, blah. And then others, more reasoned thought.
A reasoned thought.
Ingesting your ancestors has been a very, very, very important thing throughout history. Many ancient cultures do that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, hey, Dad, I wouldn't eat him, but I snorted him.
Well, Dad, I wouldn't eat him. I snorted him. What a drug addict would say. Like, imagine you're so fucking desperate, you go to the graveyard, you just dig up someone's grave, take out their, what's the right word? Coffin? Casket? There's a difference, apparently. Take them out of the corpse out of the box, skin them as much as you can so you can get the bones, crush it, and then just, like, I could see a person who's that desperate doing that. But he didn't eat him. All he did was snort him. That's very normal. A more reasoned thought. That's what I would do if I was find bits of my dad flew onto the table. Rather than just scooping him up, putting him back in the box. But hey, there's other uses for ashes.
And just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
But what was I going to do? He's on the table. What am I going to do? Brush him off?
No, Keith, listen to me, please. As I stated, you could have put the rest of your dad around the tree. You didn't have to brush him off, but you could have just scooped him up and put him back in the box. That's all you have to do, dude. Just scoop him up, put him back in the box. Or sort the rest of it, I don't know. You're a creative guy. Something.
What am I going to do?
How did it feel to snort him? How did it feel to snort him?
That just... What a true drug addict. I mean, that's heavy metal. That is metal out the ass. But how did it feel? Ingesting your ancestors.
Well, you got me off. It was a bit gritty, actually, but it was done, and it was done. But I couldn't let the man go to waste.
You couldn't let the man go to waste. Okay, I don't have to say more. He outstoned the Rolling Stones. That's it. This was magic, and that rumor is true. He did ingest his ancestors. He did. Oh, that is fucking brutal. No man should left waste not, want not, I guess is the saying. That's awesome. Peace out.